What's up guys, Andy here, and tonight we're reviewing over Black Clover episode 76 titled Mage X. Now at first this episode kind of just seemed like it was just going to finish up the rounds, but in fact it actually told a really good story, and we got Rill's backstory, which Rill is the captain of the Aqua Deer, and we'll get into all that in just a little bit. But also Luck's about to fight, and Luck is one of my other favorite characters. Finral is my favorite, but Luck is really cool just because, like, lightning is always a cool ability, and he's so charismatic about it, so I'm really excited to see what happens. Plus, that fight looks like it might actually be one of the first contested fights in the first round. So yeah, I mean, so far everybody's kind of like won relatively easy because, you know, they're setting up the hype for round 2. But, I mean, I'm just excited because it looked really cool the way they set it up. But without further delay, gang, let's go ahead and jump right into this review. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or just want to help the channel out in general. And I'll catch y'all when the video starts, I guess. We start things off with a little bit of recap from last episode, kind of summing up what's happened already. Then we go into our intro, which I always find something new in this intro. I think I've said it. But we start off here, and they're looking for their partner, who is just named X. And it's this guy. Well, at least we're supposed to think that until old Rill pops out, and he says, I'm here, and then he's like, wait, were the captains not supposed to compete? And, the Wizard King was like, no, go ahead. And he's like, I want to see his magic again. And then we get introduced to this character. His name's Walter, and he's really charismatic about Rill. And we find out Rill's whole backstory here, so we'll get into that. But this is the lineup here. We got Roland, Nix, and Wainsley versus Nils, Rill, and Ruben. Rill is the only one we know, but it doesn't really matter, because we'll talk about that in just a second. But he says something here. He's like, did you know you can make blue paint out of lapis lazuli? And he's like, did you know you can grind up precious stone and create blue paint? And I'm like, yeah, I played Minecraft, I know that. But he immediately gets captured in the enemy's trap, and they're about to take him out. And he goes into his flashback. He sees all these colors coming at him, and he's like, this is beautiful. And he actually has a really sad backstory. We find out that, ever since he got his grimoire, he locked himself in his room and he's just painting nonstop, and his magic is just exploding everywhere because he can't really control it. And his own mother says, he's a monster, but that's not the hardest thing she says. Because we cut over to him just making magic and it exploding, and then she says, I wish I would have never given birth to him. Which is it's a sad thing to say, but I mean, he was destroying the whole mansion. He was like he was possessed, and he was just going crazy with it because he couldn't figure out why he didn't like his, paintings anymore. And that's when Walter comes in and kind of sets him on the right path, and, he tells him, you could become a magic knight and express everything and create the most beautiful picture ever. And so he decides to go to the Magic Knight's exam, and it was really cool. I mean, if they would have elaborated on it a little more, it would have probably been better. But after he says this and he heads out, his mom just decides, she's like, I'm sorry, whatever. And she doesn't tell him that. But then he pulls this move off. His magic allows him to recreate every magical attribute, which is insane. He pretty much one-shotted him. I mean, his team helped him at the end, but he really didn't need it. He one-shotted 2 of them, and then the last one was just like starstruck, and then the other 2 came in and helped. But we get over to the next match, and this is Klaus and Luck's partner, Puli Angel, and she's from the Blue Rose Knights, and she has a quirk. I guess she's like an opera singer or something. But Klaus says that this is going to be their biggest problem. He is a second-class senior magic knight from the Silver Eagles, and his name is Rob Vietzi, and he's a wind magic user. So he looks pretty cool. The other 2 kind of just look like throwaways, so I hope Luck and him get into a really cool fight, or him and Klaus, that'd be cool too. But yeah, that's the end of that there. I mean, we don't really get too much after that. We just kind of see that, and then a little preview of their fight, so like I said, that's going to be really cool because they actually finally set up like a monster on the opposing team that I'm pretty sure is going to lose, but whatever. Anyway, though, gang, that's it. I'm going to get off here and head to bed. I have work tomorrow, and I really shouldn't have stayed up, but I really wanted to get this video out to you, and I'm not going to lie, I really couldn't wait to watch this episode, but yeah, overall, it was really good. I kind of wish they would have expanded a little bit more on old Rill's backstory, but yeah. I guess this was the Mage X episode 76 review, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
Feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with the road.